You're listening to Fountain of Thought with your hosts, Dennis Fountain and Sunny Rain. One small step for man, one giant leap for America.
This show contains adult themes and language. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, everyone, to the Fountain of Thought podcast, broadcasting from the Erickson Memorial Studios. This is the podcast where we talk about anything and everything. Leave us a voicemail on our listener line at 413-612-8037. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter at TalkFOT, or visit our website at fountainofthought.com. Sunny Rain. Cold out there today, isn't it? Feel better?
Yeah. Much better.
Yeah. Now you can eat some more? Yeah. So in New England, it's a little chilly out there. It's about 20 degrees outside.
Oh, winter sucks.
And
I used to like it when I was a kid, but now I can't stand it.
It's going to be a cold week. 10 degrees is going to be the high. Cold week. Oh. All right. Right off the bat, I want to talk about the Super Bowl. All right, let's get right into it. Have you noticed all of the things on the news and social media about the Patriots being cheaters?
Oh, God, yes. I
just can't get over it. I mean, this has gone on for years. I mean, it's happened for years, but NBC did a report on their late night news about the Patriots being cheaters, and they quoted a fake news site. If you Google... actually, YouTube. You can see it on YouTube. Go to YouTube and search for WFKE. WFKE? Fake. I believe it's WFKE. And there is a like a 7-minute video that somebody hashed together. It's pieced together, and it's all about the Patriots cheating, and it's got quotes from the NFL commissioner, and it's got other sportscaster quotes, but they're all taken out of context, and they're all pieced together in this piece to make it look like an official news document about the Patriots.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really? I mean, I saw it. I could tell. I knew the guy was funny, but the guy did this as a satire, as a joke. In fact, if you read the comments, it even says it. But NBC took it as real. And I'm like, that astounds me, the stupidity of the reporters that are out there and what's going on. I mean,
you can't trust the news anymore.
No, you can't trust the news. But come on. And the latest one was at the playoff game, that NFL referee who was smiling and patted Brady on the back because they said that he got paid off. You know, so where's the money trail? Where's the evidence? Where's the proof? There is none.
Nobody cares.
You're not going to find any. So
it's a big fight to see who's can bring something to the news the first.
Yeah. Well. So who's going to win the Super Bowl?
Well, the Patriots, as far as I'm concerned. But
yeah. Well, they're our team, so we want them to win. But do you think they're going to win?
I want them to win.
Yes. Well, so do I. Do you think they'll win?
Yes.
Okay. I agree too. I think they're a far better team. And I don't think it matters whether Gronk's in it or not.
He's in it.
Yeah, I know he's in it, but
he's been cleared of his concussion, so he's going to be playing the game. But the point is it's experience. You've been there. They've been there how many times? I mean, they know the game. They know how, there's no pressure on them. They've been the big show.
So you don't think there's any pressure on them?
No.
See, I think there is.
No.
I think there's pressure because they're expected to win. They're the favorites, and all this hype about everything. And Brady wants a 6th Super Bowl ring.
And you know what? If they lose, I don't care.
You don't care if they lose?
The Patriots have given me more joy in the last how many years? 17 years than I can possibly pray for.
Right.
Now, you look at people like San Diego Chargers fans.
Well, how about the Cleveland Browns?
Oh, the Cleveland Browns that just sit there every year going, waiting and waiting and waiting just to
Yeah.
even taste a playoff game.
Well, we had a dry spell for a while.
Yeah, when we were young.
Yeah,
but, but we're the first team to just pull this off.
To be a dynasty, to be a true dynasty.
Yeah.
I mean,
not just once, but twice. This is 3 out of 4 again. 3 out of 4.
Yeah.
The last team that did 3 out of 4 was Dallas,
right,
back
Cowboys.
in the 90s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm just I'm grateful.
Yeah.
As long as they do a good job and they play their best. If they lose, they lose.
Yeah.
May the best team win.
If they get beat by a better team, but not beat by themselves.
Right. If they don't do something stupid.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so what are you picking for a score? I'm going with 37-30 Pats.
I'm thinking 78-13.
Really? You think it's going to be that high? Okay. Well, you think the Eagles are really going to get 13 points?
As long as they keep the ball out of Brady's hands.
Okay. All right. Jeez. All right. The next. Anything else before we move on? You want to add about the Super Bowl?
Yeah, the commercials.
Commercials?
Yeah,
they're going to suck this year. They sucked last year. The halftime show was going to suck.
I was watching. Oh God, I don't even know what the hell I was watching. The NFL Network last night, and Dr. Oz has got a commercial on the Super
Dr. Oz. All right, you know what?
I'm like, what?
This is a good transition into the next topic. What do you think about the NFL denying AmVets putting up their ad?
I didn't hear about that.
Oh, you didn't hear about that?
No.
Oh, how did you miss that one?
I didn't.
Yes, they got turned down for an ad. The ad was...
the AmVets?
Yes, the ad was for promoting standing for the national anthem. And Roger Goodell said that it was inappropriate to play at the Super Bowl.
Roger Goodell is a hemorrhoid. He's a big, huge fistula hanging out of your asshole. Don't even bring his name up. I hate that fucking asshole.
Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Mom.
She's got that little tab going. She's keeping count.
But come on, Mom. You know Roger Goodell's an asshole.
Yeah. They said that he does enough, that the NFL does enough for the military without having that. It was inappropriate.
Oh, God, he's such a jerk. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him.
Well, on one hand, I can see a little bit of his side because they've kind of put to rest this national anthem thing, and this might just be stirring the pot up all over again. So I see that point of view, but I would let the ad go. I mean, I would take the revenue and take the ad. It's not like it's a derogatory ad. It's a good ad.
It's just Roger Goodell being Roger Goodell.
Well, he doesn't want to stir the pot anymore.
Because he's a Nazi.
Yeah. I hate that. All right, so that's a good segue. It's a good segue.
Segue.
A DJ term. A good segue.
Segue.
Into I want to talk a bit about the State of the Union. Did you see the State of the Union?
No.
Or did you see anything at the State of the Union?
No, I fell asleep.
All right, good. This is going to be good for you. So Donald Trump had the first State of the Union address. I want to start off with saying that I remember State of the Union addresses when the president walked in. He said, "So we've got this, we've got that, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Thank you very much, have a nice day," and they're done. Now it's become this big to-do, and where they got all these guests that come in, and they spend all this time, talking about this guest and that guest, and it's a big production. I will have to say that I do like the way Trump handled it. I like the idea of him intertwining the guests. He intertwined the guests into his speech. So if he talked about unemployment, he had somebody there who suffered from it. If he talked about Korea, he had somebody there who fled Korea. We talked about police, he had a cop there. He talked about drugs, he had somebody who adopted a baby from the mother who was addicted. So he intertwined it into his speech. I like the way he did that, but I'm just a nuts and bolts kind of guy. Just give me the facts and figures, let me know what's going on, and be done with it. I mean, it's the third longest State of the Union ever. It was 122 minutes. It's just I just think it's gotten to be this big thing and it needs to be curtailed. That being said, I like the speech. Of course, it's no secret here I'm a Donald Trump fan. I did like the speech, but I had some issues with the Democrats. Go figure, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You?
Yeah. So, you've seen State of the Union addresses, right?
Well, of course, yes.
Okay, all right. So, they get up there and they say something, and usually the party of the president applauds like crazy, and then the other side is like, yeah, thank you. Small clapping, whatever. They're being social, they're being, polite, and they're clapping. But when you get up there and you say something that both parties can agree on, both parties applaud. Not this time, though. The Democrats decided that no matter what was happening, they weren't applauding. Didn't matter.
No.
So I've got 6 little snippets of Trump, and I'm going to play you what Trump said, the Republican response, and the Democrat response. Ready? So here is number 1 on my list.
After years and years of wage stagnation, we are finally seeing rising wages.
And the Republican response? And the Democratic response. And Trump went on.
I call upon all of us to set aside our differences, to seek out common ground, and to summon the unity we need to deliver for the people.
And once again, the Republican response. And those are the Democrats. You can see a trend going here.
Since the election, we have created 2.4 million new jobs.
Those again are the Republicans. And those are the Democrats.
We enacted the biggest tax cuts and reforms in American history.
Republicans, yep, good guess.
Democrats.
Good guess. You're getting the hang of it.
Since the election, we have created 2.4 million new jobs.
2.4 million new jobs. I would think you would applaud that, right? And the Republicans did.
And those must be the Democrats.
Those are your Dems. Wait. I got two more. Okay.
Unemployment claims have hit a 45-year low. And something I'm very proud of, African-American unemployment stands at the lowest rate ever recorded. And Hispanic-American unemployment has also reached the lowest levels in history.
Okay. African-American, the lowest unemployment rate ever. And the Black National Caucus didn't applaud. The Democrats didn't applaud. All you heard was the typical... And they're looking around at each other. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen at a State of the Union. The last thing that gets me, and this one was, in fact, when I heard this, I was like, ooh, this is kind of powerful. This is my favorite quote of the State of the Union.
I am extending an open hand to work with members of both parties, Democrats and Republicans, to protect our citizens of every background, color, religion, and creed, and the sacred duty of every elected official in this chamber is to defend Americans, to protect their safety, their families, their communities, and their right to the American dream. Because Americans are dreamers too.
Why wouldn't you applaud that? Why would you not, unless you hate, you have a complete bizarre hatred for Donald Trump.
Well, that's exactly what it is.
And then afterwards, you heard those things. He talked about one of the greatest things he said, unemployment's in African Americans, the lowest in recorded history. Hispanics, the lowest. Unemployment, low. Paychecks are on the rise. All of these good things that as Americans we should be happy about.
Well, the Democrats don't give a shit.
And they called him racist afterwards.
Yeah, well, that's typical.
How? And why aren't their followers, why aren't the other Democrats who elected these people saying, you guys are out of touch. You don't understand what's going on. He's over. And I've said it on this show. We've given you examples on this show over and over repeatedly about how Donald Trump is not a racist.
I was raised a Democrat. And it got to a point where just watching the crap, I had to
Leave.
deport. No, I had to re-register,
Reevaluate?
and go independent because I couldn't stand it anymore.
Well, the Democratic Party is not like it used to be.
No, they're just a bunch of crybabies now.
Yeah. John F. Kennedy would have gotten thrown out of the Democratic Party if he was president today. He wouldn't have made it. They've changed so much. And then they had the gall, Democrats, to have Joe Kennedy III give the rebuttal. He was a moron. He was literally, and you probably didn't see this either, did you?
No.
All right, Google this. He was foaming at the mouth. I kid you not. He had this white gook all around his lips. And everyone said it was too much chapstick. But he was foaming at the mouth, and he was going on speaking in Spanish, and he was giving the rebuttal. He's going on talking about all this garbage. So I did some investigating, and I found his speechwriter. Do you know who wrote his speech?
No.
Here, I got it right here for you. Listen to this. This is the guy who wrote his speech.
Thank you. Thank you so much. People, we ran a positive campaign. We campaigned on the issue. The issue is change. Change for the future. The people have spoken. Ask not what your country can do for you. You have nothing to fear but fear itself. If you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen.
Was it Eddie Murphy?
Live free or die. And in conclusion, read my lips.
So that was the speechwriter, had to be for Joe Kennedy's speech because it had the same ending. It was what a waste. And he did it in Fall River, Mass, and it was horrible, just horrible. So again, and I don't want to harp on this, but some people live in a bubble where they only do certain things and they don't get to see reality outside of their bubble. I'm one that thinks, and I hope I'm correct, that I am outside of my bubble, that I see things that other people, don't. I try to be observant, and like I try to watch all of these news shows. I try to get a good feeling for everything. I just don't get the Democrats. I don't get them. I don't understand them.
They need to be renamed the Crybabies.
But how can you have such a loathing, such a hatred for one single person that warps everything else? It warps everything. I don't understand it. And there's still, after this Russia thing, I'll give it a break already. I'm flabbergasted. Yeah, exactly, right. Hopefully the midterm elections will go our way and we'll get some more Republicans in office. And maybe we can get some things done because they're look at right now what they're doing with DACA, and they're holding it up. And the president comes out and says that he wants 2 million unregistered illegal aliens to find a pathway to citizenship, and the Democrats say that's not good enough. That's 1.5 times what Obama said, and they were happy with Obama. So Trump comes in against his party. This is against his party, and says, fine, we'll get a path to citizenship for them. And the Democrats say, no, that's not good enough. It doesn't matter. He can say white, they say black. He says black, they say white. It just doesn't matter. He could say the earth is round, they'll say no, it's flat. It just doesn't matter.
They hate him.
But it's clouding their judgment. It's ruining everything, and they're going to lose again. I just don't get it. All right, so that's going to wrap it up for the...
The only thing about Donald Trump that I will say is he really talks funny.
What do you mean he talks funny?
The way he enunciates his words.
Well, he's a New Yorker.
No. It's not New York. It's just weird.
Weird?
Yeah. Listen to the way he says this, some of his words.
Oh, yeah, I know. China!
That's what I find entertaining.
I know. He's entertaining altogether. And what cracks me up is that, some people say, well, I wish he would just stop tweeting. He's great. I love everything that he does, but if he would just stop tweeting. Well, he's not going to stop tweeting, and you know what? That's what I like about the guy. I think we finally got somebody who says his mind, what it is, whether right or wrong. He says he's not politically correct. He says what he wants to say.
And if he's on the toilet, he wants to tweet, he's going to tweet.
And he gets the job done. I mean, look at what he's done. Look at the stock market. Look at look at everything, folks. Facts. Just look at the facts. Leave the man out of the equation. Look at the facts. And he is going to go down as one of the greatest presidents ever. He's done so much already in a year. In a year. So, people crack me up. People crack me up. I don't understand them. They are so weird. I just don't get it. All right. We are going to leave right now, and we will be back after I travel back in time 3 seconds to repeat this announcement. After I travel back in time 3 seconds to repeat this announcement. After I travel back in time 3 seconds to repeat this announcement. After I travel back 3
Shut up!
They use their media to assassinate real news. They use their schools to teach children that their president is another Hitler. They use their movie stars and singers and comedy shows and award shows to repeat their narrative over and over again. And then they use their ex-president to endorse the resistance, all to make them march, make them protest, make them scream racism and sexism and xenophobia and homophobia, to smash windows, burn cars, shut down interstates and airports, bully and terrorize the law-abiding, until the only option left is for the police to do their jobs and stop the madness. And when that happens, they'll use it as an excuse for their outrage. The only way we stop this, the only way we save our country and our freedom, is to fight this violence of lies with the clenched fist of truth. I'm the National Rifle Association of America, and I'm freedom's safest place.
Wit and charm DJs Dennis and Sonny have. FountainofThought.com, website you go. Episodes new every Friday at 7.
All right, welcome back. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor or advertising on our show, please drop us an email at talkfot@gmail.com or give us a call at 413-612-8037.
The moment you've been waiting for is finally here. Yes, true. Or false headlines.
All right, True or False Headline is being sponsored by the Ludlow Lions Club. Do you want to help those in need in your neighborhood? Volunteer to help today by visiting ludlowlions.org or by calling 754-900-ROAR. That's 754-900-ROAR.
A-R.
All right, how this works is I am going to read you 2 headlines. One is true, one is false. Sonny, you in the audience will attempt to tell me which one is true and which one is false. We've got some hilarious headlines for you today. Are you ready?
Oh, I am always ready.
Okay. So, woman claims sexual assault by restaurant's pee-pee doll.
What's a pee-pee doll?
Or man fined for having life-size blow-up doll as a passenger in the carpool lane.
I'll take the second one.
As being
true.
That is false. Woman claims sexual assault by restaurant's pee-pee doll is true. Are you ready for this?
What the hell is a pee-pee doll?
I know. Okay, here we go. You're going to love this one. Isabel Lassiter has a beef with a Japanese steakhouse in Tennessee, where a chef sprayed her in the face with a pee-pee doll in what her husband called a sexual assault. Lassiter said she and her family were dining at the Wasabi Japanese Steakhouse on Monday when a chef produced a plastic doll resembling a little boy and pulled down his pants. That would be the doll's pants, not the chef's pants. A thin stream of liquid spurted from a hole located in the doll's genital area and hit Lassiter in the face. She wasn't happy. Quote, he pulled his little shorts down and it had a wanger and he squirted me right there in the face, Lassiter told Fox 17 News. Restaurant manager Johnny Huang said the doll is a common part of the show that patrons get at the dinner. Chefs use it to control flames on hibachi, he said. The kids love it and they think it's a water gun. Huang told TV station WREG. Lassiter's husband, James, called the spraying a sexual assault on my wife. The couple called the police and filed a report. The episode happened in front of our minor children and grandchildren, James Lassiter said. Isabel Lassiter added, quote, "It really didn't have a wiener, but you got the point," end quote. James Lassiter said the lack of genitalia isn't the issue, Sonny. If you don't have a penis, that is not the issue. The issue is, just because somebody cut off a piece of plastic, okay, and it's not there anymore, doesn't change the fact that they were peed on. Police haven't filed any charges and have instructed the restaurant to ask before spraying people with pee-pee. I can't make this up. This is so good. This is my favorite segment of the show. I just love this because people are so freaking stupid.
Where do you find this crap?
But I don't, you know what? I used to have to dig. I don't have to anymore. It's just everywhere. It makes headline news. It's everywhere. People are so stupid. Idiocracy, the movie, is going to become a reality sooner than we think. Oh, God. All right, here are the next two. Ready for this one?
Yeah.
Man arrested for pooping in McDonald's Playland ball pit. Or man's poopy shorts leads to his arrest.
First one
is
true.
You are wrong.
Wow.
Man's poopy shorts leads to his arrest. Rodney Mark Hendrick, 49, is accused of burglarizing a Denver preschool and church in August of 2014 and was caught due to DNA test of a pair of poopy shorts left in the bathroom at a crime scene. Who breaks in or does a crime and says, "Oh, man, I really got to take a shit," and then can't find the bathroom, so they just do it in their shorts and then leave them there? Just take it off and leave them there?
Oh,
I will
God.
tell you that this is a common occurrence at the movie theaters at the mall. We would constantly find underwear, jeans, all kinds of clothing with poop all over them. And I don't understand... Don't understand how they accomplish that. But anyways, continuing on, a preschool employee noticed the crap-stained clothes and put them in a plastic bag before the police arrived, according to the arrest affidavit. The responding officer took the contaminated shorts into evidence, but it took 13 and a half months to figure out through forensic labs, according to Lynn Kimbrough, a spokesperson for the Denver District Attorney's Office. In Colorado, a DNA sample is taken for anyone who was arrested for a felony, said Kimbrough. So when they ran the unknown sample, his DNA was already in the system. Hendricks is accused of stealing 2 guitars from the church and numerous electronic items from the school with a combined total value of $4,072. He was charged earlier this week with 2 counts of burglary, 2 counts of theft, 1 count of identity theft, according to the arrest affidavit, 1 count of pooping his pants. The suspect, I just added that in, that really didn't happen. The suspect was already in custody in the Colorado Department of Corrections on unrelated theft and drug cases when the shit hit the fan. All right, so if he gets a good lawyer, I don't see how they can get that off, because in this article, unless the article is written improperly, the daycare worker collected the evidence. Hello, where's the chain of custody? You can't have a daycare worker just grab something, put it in plastic bags, and say, "Here, police, I found this." That guy should get off on that. But anyways,
whatever.
Yeah, whatever. All right, Sonny, you didn't too well. Didn't fare too well in that segment. How are you going to do in this segment? All right, folks, is your pool looking like your future a little murky? Then let No Worries for You Professional Pool Service handle all your pool needs, serving Orange, Osceola, and Polk counties in Florida. Clear your mind by clearing your pool. Give them a call today at 407-953-7926. All right, Sonny and I are going to volley movie sound clips at each other with an attempt to stump one another and win food. We'll have 3 attempts to do this with 1 pass and 1 clue option. At the end of every month, the loser of this game will buy the winner lunch, as well as a lucky listener. At the end of the year, we'll do the same, but for dinner. And you guys can play along at home by entering our contest at fountainofthought.com, and you too could win lunch or a dinner gift card. For details and registration, please visit our website at fountainofthought.com. All right, Sonny, unfortunately, you lost the month of January by a score of 1. You missed it by 1. It was 3-2.
So I owe you dinner?
Yeah, we're up to, for the year so far, I have 2, you have 1. So you lunch. You owe me lunch.
I owe you lunch.
You owe me a lunch, yeah.
Taco Bell sounds good.
It doesn't matter. Lunch is lunch. Doesn't matter. Yo quiero Taco Bell. All right, so we're going to get this started. Am I going first, or am you going first?
I went first last time.
Okay. So, category is disaster.
I happened to be passing, and I thought you might like some coffee.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Thank you. Won't you sit down?
Thank you. Sugar?
No, thank you. I take it black.
Once again.
I happened to be passing, and I thought you might like some coffee.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Thank you. Won't you sit down?
Thank you. Sugar?
No, thank you. I take it black.
Airport?
Crash Landing, 1958.
You're an asshole. That's before I was even born.
Yeah, so? There's a method to my madness. There's a method to my madness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're fat and you just want to eat. Comedy.
Welcome to Texaco. You can trust your car to the system with the star.
Back to the Future 3. It's really Back to the Future 2.
Yeah.
I know. I want to keep it fair. All right.
I don't need your help.
Okay, fine. Back to the Future 2 then. Give me my point.
No.
Oh, see? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Kiss my ass.
Yeah, okay. All right, here is your next one. It is a comedy.
Excuse me. I happened to be passing. I thought you might like some coffee. Oh,
Airplane.
Nice of you. Thank you. Well, won't you sit down?
Airplane.
I heard that. Just listen to it.
Cream? No, thank you. I take it black.
Like my men.
My man.
Okay, you are correct. It is Airplane. But did you notice the first clip and this one are identical, except for
Yes.
Like My Men?
No.
Hey, listen.
No.
Listen. Don't get dumb with me.
I'm dumb.
I've got something to prove here, and you're going to shut up and listen. You are correct. Next one, please.
Drama.
Yeah, I got it.
Drama.
Drama.
Every time you salute the captain, you make him a target for the Germans. So do us a favor, don't do it. Especially when I'm standing next to him. Capiche?
Can I have a clue, please?
Yeah, it's a World War II movie.
That's my clue?
Yeah. Well, what else do you want?
Thanks. Bridge over River Kwai. I don't know.
Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, I hated that movie.
Yeah,
with a passion.
So did I, but, I just got to throw something in like that.
Thanks. All right, comedy.
How bad is it, sir?
It's not good, but at least she's not beginning to crack up.
That's it? Can I hear it again?
How bad is it, sir?
It's not good, but at least she's not beginning to crack up.
I'll pass.
You'll pass. Okay.
What the hell was it?
That was Airplane 2, the sequel.
Oh.
Okay. I'm going to go with, I'll give you an extra point. I'll give you 2 points. 2, if you can get this correct, because there are 2 movies in this one sound clip. Okay? There are 2 movies in this one sound clip, so you'll get 2 points.
Joey, I think the pilots are probably too busy flying the plane for that.
How'd you like to go up in the cockpit, Joey?
Could we?
I'll check with the stewardess and see if they'll let us up there.
Hello. Hi.
This is Captain Wilson and our first officer, Mr. Stewart, and this is Mr. Stryker and his son, Joey.
Joey, here's something we give our special visitors. Would you like to have it?
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
You ever been in the cockpit before?
No, sir. I've never been up in a plane before.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
We better get back now, Joey.
No, Joey can stay here for a while if you'd like.
Could I, Dad?
Okay, if you don't get in the way. Thanks very much.
So there are 2 movies there, and you need to get both of them correct for 2 points. If you don't get them both, you still get it wrong.
Airport and Airplane.
Airplane is correct, but the other one is 0 Hour, which is the movie that was made into Airplane. So if you watch 0 Hour from 1957, verbatim, line for line, that's the movie Airplane.
No shit.
Yep. Line for line. They stole it. They ripped it off. And they got sued, and they won. The makers of Airplane won. You know why? Because they made a satire out of it.
Yeah, satire.
So, like everything else that we use, if you make fun of it, you can steal it, rip it off, do whatever you want as long as you make fun of it. So, yep. All right. So,
you're just one big smartass today, aren't you?
I know, aren't I? All right, I got one more.
Okay, drama.
Don't buy wigs that come off at the wrong time. Maury's wigs don't come off, even underwater. And remember, Maury's wigs are tested against hurricane winds. Don't forget about money. You can afford a Maury wig, priced to fit every budget. So call me now and come in for a personalized fitting.
That is, I have no clue. I'm going to pass. That is a major league pass.
Goodfellas.
Oh, I hated that movie too. So this is a hated Dennis movie, right? You pick all the movies that I hate.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I see how it goes.
Yeah. That's how it's going down.
Okay.
Comedy.
Okay, Takashi, what do you got?
Well, I think I have a frush.
What the fuck is a frush?
Frush.
Oh, well, see, I got 2 sevens, and 2 sevens beats a frush.
You said this was comedy?
Yeah.
I'm going to take a stab in Good Morning Vietnam.
No.
No. I don't know what it is then.
Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh, again, another movie. Well, I didn't really hate it, but wasn't my favorite. All right, so you go up 1 this week. 1-0. So looking good. You're getting there. You're getting there. Mm-hmm.
It's time to dig deep. That only means one thing. It's time for questions from my side.
All right, this is being sponsored by Mr. Bill's Boot and Shoe Repair in Pantego, Texas. Tell Mr. Bill you heard this ad and receive a 20% discount on any shoe repair. Find them online at MrBills.net, where they'll save your soul and gladly die for you. All right, how this works is you, the audience, now get to partake in the show. Send us anything you like, any question. It can be anything and everything, just like our podcast. And each week we will read 3 randomly selected questions live on the air. Question number 1 is, what's the longest you've gone without sleep? Probably, I don't know, hours I don't know, but a couple of days. I've gone a couple of days, done that several times. But
really?
Yeah, I get insomnia wicked bad and I can't sleep. I get up and I clean. I strip the floors. I wax them. I do all kinds of stuff in the middle of the night.
Let's say 10 hours maybe.
Really? You've never gone that? Really?
No.
Oh, several times.
Oh, well, yeah. Years ago when I was in the band, yeah, I would go until 7 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah, I probably 24 hours.
Yeah. All right. Next one is, what's your greatest joy? This is a trick question for me. Well, I have to answer my family or my children, or else I'd be a complete a-hole. Because if I said my Camaro, my wife would kill me. But, so I have to say my family.
That's an easy one for me, my penis.
My God. All right, and the last question is, so you don't have a lot of joy in your life then, right?
Not at all. Very, 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 very short joy.
What's your opinion on tattoos? My opinion is, if it means something to you, if it's a meaningful tattoo and it has some reason, something behind it, I like it. I don't mind it. I have one. But I think you have to be careful in where you place it and remember that you're going to grow old.
Ditto.
So that's my thought. All right. Well, that was easy.
Sonny's pet peeve
of the week.
What's bothering you this week?
Does it get to you? Does it get to your nerves with the word when people talk? I was drinking and
yes and no.
It's like everybody does it now. It's like Yeah, I know.
I'm guilty too. I'm guilty of it.
I know, but
especially
it's just,
when I listen to the podcast, I can hear myself say it, and I try to stop. But
why do we do that?
Well, you do it for several reasons. One, because your brain isn't thinking fast enough. You don't have a response for it, and then well, it's just like the whole 9 yards, or those type of sayings that people just say all the time.
I suppose.
Yeah, it does bother me.
But when you start to listen to it, it annoys the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Especially when you're watching like a newscaster or something, and every other word is Oh
yeah, that would, if you're professional, yeah, that drives me nuts. But what I try to do in this podcast, like I just stuttered. I went, I tried to stop that stuff, but I can't all the time. I agree with you. It does bother me, and if you're a professional, that should not be in your vocabulary. You need to get it out. It doesn't work for you. I will tell you, funny you brought that up. Not that it's a pet peeve per se, but what annoyed me like crazy during the playoffs was people that kept saying the Jaguars. The Jaguars. They're not the Jaguars. They're the Jaguars. Jaguar. And did you listen to all the every single sports announcer was the Jaguars?
Well, everybody pronounces that word differently.
It's a Jaguar. It's not a Jaguar.
Well, that's what I say too, but I've heard all kinds of.
Well, unless it's the car, then it's a Jaguar.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jaguar. That annoyed me so much. All right. Final thoughts, Sonny?
Well, winter sucks.
Yeah.
I fell down, hit my head. I have a concussion.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Oh no, I got up. I just don't know how long I was on the floor.
So call up Gronk and ask him for some advice.
Okay, I'll do that.
You guys are on a first name basis, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. That's your final thought. All right, it works for me.
I don't know much.
All right, everyone. Leave your opinion or your thoughts on our listener line at 413-612-8037. Reminding everyone to subscribe to our podcast via your listening preference. And don't forget to visit our website at fountainofthought.com for a contest and much, much more. And remember, everyone, be a fountain, not a drain.
Balls is a thing out there.
Why is any object we don't understand always called a thing?
I kissed my first girl in kindergarten. No, I'm sorry, I wasn't a slut like you.
Stop yelling, you dick. Dilly dilly.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over. Say, I like you.
You're despicable.
You've got mail.
Kicking it live and direct here at the Fountain.
Dilly dilly.
Can't a want, can't a want.